Whoa, look at this. Look at this variety, dude. Look at all these classes. Okay, actual variety this time, chat. Actual variety. Who do we got for the Horde team? We got Boomsor coming back as a Destro Warlock. Gonna obliterate the competition with Chaos Bolts. We got Seaborg playing so some what looks like fire. Nice mog, by the way. We got Frostblast Boy, actually playing Frost. Awesome, awesome. Killajim is the first male on the team. And we got Snitches, gonna give some bitches some stitches. We also got Binus in the Alliance group. We also have Dread, looks like a Destro Warlock himself. Fury Dark playing some Frost Death Knight. We got one coming back as a Demo Master. And Voldan gonna be Volman up first as a Feral Druid. Big old Incarn. Who is up versus him? It looks like it's gonna be Seaborg. He's gonna walk up to him. Honor duel for everybody. I like your Magma, man. I actually kind of dig it, dude. It's like if you think of a druid that goes around into like the sand dunes, I feel like that would be a pretty good mog for stuff like that. It's gonna be Seaborg, gonna get on a Vizov, gonna be fighting each other. Out of stealth, boys. Good luck and have fun. Hopefully you know all the rules, but you replicate them. Warrior buffs, mage buff, priest buffs, that's okay. Pally buffs, keep them to yourselves. Warlock Hellstones are fine. Try not to put on Warlock Gates unless you're the next person about to duel. Especially if you have like a Feral or a Monk on your team, because I feel like that gives way too much mobility. Seaborg is going to come out of Invis. Gonna get a mount up rolling. Voldan is going to be able to open. Seaborg almost could have Dragon's Breath in front of him, could have found him. That's going to be Voldan trying to get all the bleeds dots set up onto Seaborg. Seaborg is actually going to land a freeze into a Ring of Frost. Not going to see a power shift happening from Voldan. Seaborg is going to blink away from the Feral Scene, get another Greater Blast going. Maybe he's going to blink again. Yes, he is. Trying to avoid another kick, and that's actually going to be Mallet Chicken, and the Feral just completely melted. Didn't even pop a cooldown. Didn't expect a lot of this damage. That wasn't even a big burst out of Seaborg either. Just got himself a few procs, and that was it he needed. Next up is going to be Fury Dark as a Death Knight is going to be at that interrupt. It's going to go for big Frost Breath play. Going to be a blink out of Seaborg. Trying to go grip it on Seaborg. Couldn't quite do it. And Fury Dark is going to eat one Greater Pyro into a Meteor right now. Full burst, mid-crits coming out of Seaborg. Going to go for AMS to try to lift through Seaborg's burst. Seaborg actually has a safety chicken and everything proc, and Temporal is gaining back all that health. It's going to be big old Dragon's Breath on Fury Dark's face. Gonna get frozen up again into a Greater Pyro. Can Fury Dark do anything? Actually, ranged interrupt with a Dragon Strike, and is gonna grip onto that Ring of Frost. Not gonna let the Mage get the upper hand of him. Gonna trick it out of that freeze. Continue to just heal through the Greater Pyro. Try to force out Cauterize out of Seaborg. Looks like he's gonna be able to with those dots. No, that shield is gonna cover him. Fury Dark's health is not looking that amazing. Actually get a critted on big by Seaborg, who barely has any health. He's like, who's next? Who's next? Is Dread gonna give him the honor duel? He is going to give him honor duel. Another Demonology Warlock. Seaborg is given the opportunity to get a full heal. You guys don't really have to, just saying. Seaborg is given the opportunity to get a full re-heal. Has a lot of cooldowns available. So not going to have a trinket. That's the only thing that he doesn't have right now. That's going to be Dread trying to find an angle on him. Gonna get Breath in the face. Polymorph to come out, but it's going to be stunned out of the pet. Gonna get all his puppies and demons on Seaborg into a horror effect. Back-to-back CC. Seaborg is going to hit with another fear. Again, actually going to be able to use that fear pathing to line aside Dread just by a little bit. That's going to be a stun trying to come out by Dread. Going to cancel that out early. Shadow Fury coming out now. Going to miss it. Going to get an interrupt onto Seaborg into another stun by a secondary pet. Or maybe it was the same stun. That might have been actually the same stun. Just a cooldown. Oh no, different pet actually. That's another Felguard. Gonna be one Greater Pyroblast to Dread. Maybe he can get another one going. Maybe reflect out of Dread. Not gonna reflect. It does gonna have wall up and running. And Seaborg is gonna go for a big old Temporal as he gets maledicted. Doesn't want himself to drop to Cauterize. Otherwise he's gonna be all absorbed. And Dread was trying to line up himself a little bit of a demonic tyrant to try to beef up the pets. And Seaborg's health is just not looking all that good right now. Just to find a way to self-heal is gonna get a polymorph Alpha Dragon's Breath onto Dread. Is going to be a horror effect to try to put him out of the way. Not going to go for offensive pressure. That's actually going to blink to the enemy side of the pillar. And Seaborg wants to go for some food. He's going to try to get some food, but that pet is going to interrupt it for sure. Doesn't even get a tick of food. Actually, he went on with a full stun by the pet and even a whirlwind after that. Gonna get a breath in. Ring of Frost to try to CC the pets as well. Gonna get interrupted by the CC from Dread. Maybe a blink of the Greater. No, Greater doesn't go off. His actual Dread lines around that corner by the Greats. Gonna get a stun onto Seaborg. Big cooldowns coming out of Seaborg right now. Dread is trying to counter it with a fear. Not gonna happen. Has to eat all this damage right now as he's silenced. Seaborg's health is not looking amazing. Does get a shield up and running. Both of their health is looking actually very similar. Seaborg is not out of this game completely. I don't think Dread's been able to line up the big cooldowns, big damage on Seaborg quite yet. He's able to CC him a little bit and whittle him down with all the pets, but haven't been able to go for big damage. Try to get a hand to go down, up and running. Gonna be a Dragon's Breath again into a Polymorph, getting interrupted. Seaborg is gonna follow that up with a Ring of Frost. Gonna ice block that Corduroys to retain as much health as he can. Dread is still ahead on health, trying to maybe land a fear into Seaborg out of that ice block. Still spamming it. It almost got it off, but did get interrupted on. Polymorph still gonna land, trying to go for Greater Pyro, but maybe a Pet CC might stun him. Does land that stun off of that Greater Pyro, and that's gonna be some freebie damage from Dread. Getting hit with a Dragon's Breath again, and Meteor gonna try to dodge it. Looks like Seaborg's health's not looking that amazing. Does get a lot of health throughout Temporal though, but that's barely a sliver of health. 1% dampening. Can't even root the pets anymore. I don't really know if the pets maybe dodged it, maybe they were far away, or maybe the pets were DR'd on all the roots. It's gonna be a horror effect to follow. Dread is trying to find an angle on him, trying to find a better position, trying to go for last stage Dragon's Breath. That's gonna be a few instant casts out of Dread though. Seaborg's health is not looking amazing. He's gonna try to maybe see if he can get himself an invis off. Gonna get AoE'd by the pet. Ring of Frost coming down, as that's all he really has. The Dread figured out what happened. He's sending the pet over there right now. Seaborg is trying to go for some food. He is at a corner. Maybe he's not going to be able to freeze that pet. Is going to get himself shield. I think he actually got himself a little bit of healing, or a Warlock Hellstone came off. Is going to get silenced onto his Polymorph. Trying to get a Greater Pyroblast off. Is going to land one shooting, but that's going to be Dread with a Reflect. Lived it for a bit. Boomsor is up next. Trying to show this other Destro how a Destro is played, dropping down the Infernal and Rain of Fire to be 5p scalable. Damage gonna root Dread out in the open. Horror Effect coming down onto Boomsor as Dread is just trying to peel him off. Banish coming down onto Dread's pet as Boomsor just won't have to deal with that pet at all. Is gonna try to Shadow Fury around the corner. Nope, not gonna happen. So Dread is just gonna have to wait, trying to pre-Shadow Fury Boomsor. Instant Tricky coming out for Boom though, and he wants to go for some big damage right now, getting stunned out by one pet. Dread is gonna go for a wall right now into a Horror, into another Chaos Bolt. Is he gonna just have to eat it? No, actually gets to interrupt Boomsor, trying to go for a hand to go down off of that. That's going to be Boomsor coming back as the interrupt is off. Is going to be Maladchicken onto Boomsor. Not going to get a lot of that health, but still the drain life is what he needed. One is running up next right now. Is not able to get a full honor duel with Boomsor, but is going to engage in combat immediately, interrupting Boomsor off the bat into a stun to follow. One is just going to get all the pets up and running. Banish coming down onto one's pet as Immolate trying to come out for Boomsor, but he's not even able to do that. Going to get an interrupt silence onto one. Root out in the open. Casbolt to follow, is going to eat one into a Cataclysm after. Good wombo combo for Boomsor. The more this can get, the better. Is going to redot all the pets as the pets dotted up are going to give him resources. We had one try to go for a fear. Casbolt trying to come out, going to get interrupted by one into a Maladchicken. One hits the Maladchicken, unable to heal, trying to get a Demonic Tyrant up, does land one. Maladchicken coming down to Boomsor. He is going to wall this, trying to banish out the Tyrant, does land one. Casbolt's coming out at one. But one got some big damage to his own as well. Tried to Shadow Fury with the Warlock, does land it. Casbolt knows when to come out, and one does take a chunky bit of damage. Cataclysm coming down all those pets. And Boomsor does get stunned short. Trying to go down, trying to come out for one. Both of these guys have such long casts on their spells, and they just try to line one another. One getting interrupted onto the banish, so Boomsor does hold on to a pet. And one is just trying to get all his demons back up and running. Safety Chicken Procket for Boomsor. Does one have enough damage? Fear coming in into a double Chaos Bolt. Does he land both of them? He does, but the Horror Effect is going to CC Boomsor. Going to give one a little bit extra health. Boomsor could go for a Horror Effect himself with a pet, maybe with Havoc or something. Get double the effectiveness. We'll see if he has it up and running as a cooldown. He could be going for it. Just try to CC one, but rooting him out in the open. Going to immolate the pet and drain life off of the pet for a little bit as one just gets himself the army of the demons set up from Boom's pet right now. Going to drain life the health from the pet as Boomsor is going to do exactly the same thing. One does need to pull his pet back. Stunning Boomsor right now at 20% dampening. Boomsor's health is just not looking all that good. One at least is able to gain a bit of health, while Boomsor is taking full damage from a pet that has good melee ability. Recovering slowly but surely. And one wants to end this duel right now as Boomsor tried to go for Shadow Fury. Decided not a good idea. Lots to see available for one. Does Boomsor have a Horror Effect of his own? If he havocs that, he could get a lot of healing. I think he does CC the pet with a Horror Effect right now. Got a little bit of health off that, but Boomsor gonna get horrored out himself. Shadow Fury Fury trying to come out. Gonna get interrupted. Stun onto the Chaos Bolt. And one is a few instant cast. And Boomsor does go down. I feel like that duel would have went the other way. If Boomsor was able to start off with full health and everything, it looks like Killajim is going to run up, going to give him the full honor duel and everything. So it's going to be a nice duel. Speaking about one, I do want to take a look at this pet, the Void Terror. I do wonder if any of those pets are, like when they're randomly summoned, I wonder if they do something weird or interesting. Or is it duel? Actual duel? Okay. I didn't know they was actually going to let him heal off or not. Touch of Death coming down onto one. It's Killajim getting locked down into a stun. Gonna be a big old lock gateway with the Mallet to follow. But that's going to be Killajim getting hoarded out into a fear or locked down into CC. And it's going to be him trying to survive one's damage output with a Demonic Tyrant. That's Killajim wants to get in there. He is going to get a stun onto one with a Fist of Fury to follow. Very interesting Shadow Fury to follow off that as he has Karma up and running. One is kind of locked out. The pets are going to be hitting into Killajim. Nothing he can really do. Does get an incap until that cast as Wall came down, trying to get out of the fear. Chick is coming out for both of them, and Handle Downs are going to be out for one. Killajim no longer with the Karma is going to get himself a bit of a heal. Wall and Dampen Harm are coming down right now. He's in God mode right now. Doesn't take a lot of damage, trying to re-heal through all this with the pet, and one is going to bail behind the pillar. Just waiting out for some of his cooldowns, waiting out for the fear, waiting out for the horror, waiting out for the stun. Killajim is going to lock him down with a Fist of Fury, with Zuen getting summoned. Then it's going to be horror effect into a fear or lockdown chain combo as Drain Life comes out for one. Another fear coming in onto Killa. As another Drain Life comes out, and Killajim does want to go behind the pillar. One exactly is in the right position he wants to be. Wants to wait out for the setup. Is going to get another stun to Killajim. Doesn't want to give him a lot of opportunity to heal. He's just going to get the pet to spin around, do some damage to him. So Killajim has to engage, because otherwise he just has the pet that's going to be harassing him the whole time, reducing how much healing he takes. I think like a 50% reduction, not 25 or anything. Stun came out by one. What is going to be happening? I don't like the name for one, because it feels like for these duels, it's going to be very hard for me to commentate, because it keeps saying 1, 1, 1. And it's like, I sound like Yoda, I feel like. And it's going to be Killajim locking him down with a stun. Fist of Fury to come out. It's going to be a horror effect into a fear wombo combo. Killajim needs to find a way to get some CC, get some damage off of that. One tried to go for a re-fear. Looks like it is going to be still a whole another, only half a DR on fear. It looks like the first fear didn't go away. Killajim is going to get some heals, going to get back into one. He's going to get all the pets up and running. Another Warlock Port is going to get stunned out in the open as Insect has come out for one. Another fear coming in. That's Safety Chicken going to proc for Killajim. Somebody Demonic Tyrant again. This thing coming up very, very soon. That's going to be one doing some instant cast. Killajim's health. Oh my god, he got obliterated by the Tyrant. What was that? I'm pretty sure that Tyrant is the type that no, not even the type that sacrifices imps. He just does damage. And one is going to be attacked by Frostblast right out of the duel at 41% dampen and trying to land a fear onto Frostblast boy. Good Frostblast, take him out. He does have a lot of AoE damage. Mallet actually come down onto one as horror effect comes down. So at least one doesn't get any kind of healing. Mallet coming down onto Frostblast right now actually. As Reflect comes in for one. Frostblast health is not looking that amazing. He is going to ice block it early. Doesn't have a lot of healing to work with. But he decided he's going to ice block all this. Look at all those imps here. Look at that army of imps. That thing is scary. Look at all them little boys. They're doing a little bit of damage. By themselves, they're not that amazing, but when there's a bunch of them, that's scary. It's going to get locked out onto that ice ray. Trying to go land himself an invis. No dots up for one, which is a good setup. And it looks like Frostblast is actually going to go for some food. One is taking advantage of the situation in this duel. Going to pick up the eyes. Can send the pet at least to disrupt Frostblast, if anything. Looks like he is going to send the pet over. Got it frozen out in the open, though. Can drain life off the pet. Frostblast is still able to get himself a lot of healing. Yeah, he's still eating food. Very well set up. Good position by the pet. It looks like the pet is going to stop the feed. One is going to be able to send all the pets over there. Actually, just going to let his pet do a lot of work at 48% dampening. Not a lot of Frostblast boy can really do. Going to set up a Demonic Gateway as a defensive right now in case he wants to change his position. Everbolt trying to come out, not going to be able to shatter as Polymorph trying to come out for Frostblast. Going to get hit with a horror effect to follow and a few instant casts for one. More demons up and running on Frostblast boy. Does land a Polymorph finally. The sheep somehow was able to send a Demon Bolt out though. It's going to be an Everbolt shattered. It is going to be Reflect coming out for one. Is going to be interrupted though as Frostblast boy either waited it out or spell stall the Reflect. Could be wrong. Sun coming out into Frostblast. He needs to go for a second Ice Block if necessary. Not looking all that good right now. A lot of health left as one's been simply just regenerating health with all his demons. Going to send a bunch of demon dogs again, and it looks like Frostblast is going to go down with all that implosion damage. I think he just literally imploded him with imps. Up next is going to be Snitches versus Hannah go down trying to come out. Somebody more Tyrant right now has all the pets in the world. Those imps, I think those imps do empower the pet actually. Wait, are those Sims gone? They do. That demonic charge is just gonna clap around Snitches for a while. It's gonna get a grip onto one, into a horror effect again. Then every time the demonic tyrant casts, a good portion of Snitches' health is just gone. It's gonna land that reflect, trying to deal with Snitches for a little bit. Death strikes are coming out with that transfusion. Does have his own army of the undead versus army of the demons. The fel versus the undead fighting one another. Safety chicken procced for one, but it's such a small safety chicken. It features 6% dampening. Both of these guys have their health completely maledicted out. Trying to land in fear. Who won that one? Won that! Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that came to the bitter end. He won! The gold team won as part of it. Jesus Christ, this Warlock is a god. Woo! That's some Demo Warlock action. Let's go, boys! Oh my god. That is so nice. That is so... wow. That's so...